Imagine a legendary leader, a symbol of defiance, forced to flee his homeland. What if his most pivotal struggle wasn't on the battlefield, but in a desperate fight for survival in a foreign land? This is the untold story of Sitting Bull's exile in Canada, a chapter often lost to history, but one that reveals the true depth of his spirit. Sitting Bull, the revered Lakota Sioux leader, stands as an enduring icon of resistance. His name echoes with the thunder of the Battle of the Little Bighorn, where he led his people to a stunning victory against General Custer. Yet, this triumph came at a terrible cost, marking him as a primary target for the vengeful United States government. His spiritual leadership and unwavering resolve had united his people against relentless encroachment. The 1870s gold rush brought a flood of settlers into the sacred Black Hills, violating treaties and pushing the Lakota to their breaking point. Sitting Bull's resistance culminated in the devastating defeat of Custer's forces, a moment that forever etched his name in history. But the U.S. Army's retaliation was swift and brutal. Hunted relentlessly, Sitting Bull and his followers were driven further and further north. With his people facing annihilation, he made a momentous decision in mid-1877 to seek refuge across the border in the vast, untamed lands of Canada. Arriving in the Cypress Hills of modern-day Saskatchewan, Sitting Bull faced a new challenge, securing safety for his weary people. He understood the precariousness of their position and immediately sought to forge alliances. His first crucial encounter was with Inspector James Walsh of the Northwest Mounted Police. Walsh, a man of integrity, offered protection from the American Army. The condition was clear: Sitting Bull and his people must abide by Canadian law and refrain from using Canada as a base for raids south of the border. Sitting Bull, ever the diplomat, agreed to these terms. He presented Walsh with a precious medal, a family heirloom received by his grandfather from King George III. This gesture marked the beginning of a profound mutual respect and an authentic friendship. Many believed Walsh was the only white man Sitting Bull ever truly trusted, a testament to their unique bond. Beyond the authorities, Sitting Bull also worked to mend old wounds and build new bridges with other indigenous nations. He met with Crowfoot, the respected leader of the Blackfoot tribe, forging an uneasy but vital truce. Overtures were also made to the Assiniboines and Gros Ventres, expanding their network of allies. Eventually, a sprawling camp of some 5,000 Sioux was established, a testament to Sitting Bull's leadership. To maintain order and peace, the Mountainwood NWMP outpost was set up nearby, with 22 registered officers overseeing the vast encampment. For a time, a fragile peace settled over the exiled Lakota. The initial year in Canada brought a semblance of stability, but the harsh realities of exile soon began to bite. The most pressing issue was the alarming scarcity of buffalo, the lifeblood of the Lakota people. The sheer number of refugees strained the already dwindling resources. By the autumn of 1878, just over a year after their arrival, the buffalo herds failed completely. To compound their misery, American traders deliberately set fires along the border, preventing any buffalo from straying north into Canada. The crisis deepened, threatening the very survival of Sitting Bull's people. Adding to their woes, the Canadian government proved unyielding. They refused to grant the Sioux a reservation and explicitly stated they would provide no food or shelter. Recognizing Walsh's protective stance as a barrier to their policies, The authorities strategically relieved him of his post, moving him elsewhere. The new inspector lacked Walsh's empathy and trust, and relations quickly deteriorated. The Canadian government began to use starvation as a cruel tool of subjugation, hoping to compel the Sioux to return to the U.S. Even other indigenous tribes, while not hostile, wished for the Sioux to leave, freeing up precious resources. Despite repeated advances from U.S. emissaries urging his return, Sitting Bull steadfastly refused. Yet his people were losing hope, abandoning the camp in increasing numbers. Finally, in 1881, with his people starving and his options exhausted, the great chief was forced to acquiesce. Sitting Bull's surrender led to several years as a prisoner of war at Fort Randall on the Missouri River. But his story took an unexpected turn in 1885 when he met the legendary showman Buffalo Bill Cody. Sitting Bull agreed to tour with Cody's famous Wild West show, a decision that brought him unprecedented fame. Traveling across the country, his status as a household name grew, attracting immense crowds and fervent admirers. He even met U.S. President Grover Cleveland during this period, earning a relatively good wage for his participation. However, his time with the show was limited to just one season. By late 1890, the rise of the ghost dance movement, which prophesied the demise of the white man, brought Sitting Bull back into the government's crosshairs. Despite his dubious involvement in the movement, he was once again a marked man. On December 15th of that year, a force was dispatched to apprehend him. In the ensuing scuffle, a tragic and senseless end came to the great leader. Sitting Bull was shot and killed by members of his own tribe who were serving in the police. His life, a testament to unwavering courage and dignity, ended not on a battlefield, but in a moment of tragic misunderstanding. Sitting Bull's life is a profound lesson in leadership, integrity, and the relentless pursuit of justice. His often forgotten exile in Canada, however, offers a unique insight into his character. It showcases his incredible fortitude in the face of unimaginable hardship, his unwavering commitment to his cultural dignity, and, despite his warrior image, his deep-seated inclination for peace. This chapter reveals a leader who, even in desperation, sought diplomacy and understanding. It highlights the immense sacrifices made by indigenous peoples in the face of colonial expansion. Sitting Bull's journey north and back again is a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. If this story moved you, don't let history fade. Like this video to help us share these vital narratives. Subscribe to our channel for more untold stories and forgotten chapters from history. And tell us in the comments, what part of Sitting Bull's exile surprised you the most? Your engagement helps us bring these powerful histories to life.